My name's Tom Spark. I work for the Central Caribbean Marine Institute. I work here on Little Cayman. So I'm the Education Program Manager here at CCMI. I run all the education programs ranging from ages from 10. We even get citizen science members all the way up to, I think it's 82 each now, so the whole range of ages. My particular focus is on Caymanian students ages 10 to 18. We start them off really young, so our aim at CCMI is we really want to get every child from the age before they reach 11 to be ocean literate. I mean by that they have a real understanding of the ocean and their environment and know how to sustain it for the future. We then progress when they get older. We run a sea camp from 16 to 18-year-olds. We really get them here for a week, have a lot of fun, take them out diving, really get them to explore the coral reefs. And then our favourite program, or I'd say the program that I'm most proud of, is our Young Environmentalist Leadership course. We go out to schools, we pick 10 students, we purposely ask teachers which students are maybe not very academic, practical students that don't have many career opportunities. From day one they've been told to be a lawyer or a banker, a teacher, a doctor. We take those students, we teach them their open water, their advanced, their rescue diver course. Then I go for a week. We do all sorts. We introduce them into the marine industry by taking them around to various businesses. We take them to the Department of Environment. We go on kayak tours through the mangroves and teach them about the ecology of the mangroves. We do turtle nesting. We do workshops on how to deal with conflicts in the workplace. We teach them fish ID, coral ID, all sorts of different things. And then later on in the year, we bring them here for a week. We do individual, we do like little research projects with them, take them diving. This year was really cool. We got them to assist in our coral nursery, which was the first time we've really got students of their age, or really anyone outside of CCMI staff, to really hands-on help us, and they were amazing. They surpassed all expectations. So we took them for a coral nursery workshop, and we taught them about how we grow the corals, how to handle the corals, all the best practices that we use. Then we took them out on the dive boat. We had them basically moving. We were fragmenting corals and handing them and having them reattach onto our coral nursery, which was, if we were to do that work just by ourselves, it would have taken us a week, but then we got it all done in a couple of days, and they really did surpass expectations. So that's a really cool course. And then after that, the follow-up to that is we really try and get them work opportunities in the Cayman Islands at dive operations or places like the Department of Environment. We've had very good success in the past, and that's continued this year. So I'm very, very proud of that. So a citizen scientist is anyone in the general public that just has a real interest in, doesn't have to be in the marine environment, but in our field that is the marine environment, and they don't particularly have to have a particular skill set. They come down here as long as you've got a passion for the subject. The citizen science that we have come down, we'll give them a little bit of training, take them out snorkeling, teach them about the reef, give them some coral ID principles, and put that into practice. And then essentially they're here to collect data for ourselves. So they really are here to assist us and make our life easier. Because it's very, very labour intensive sometimes to collect all this data. So as many hands on deck, the better, really. So yeah, and I mean this is definitely in science. This has been growing for a number of years. It's been established for a few years now, but it really is a very popular field at the moment. I think that's twofold. There's more places like ourselves that are calling out for citizen scientists, but I think there's also more citizen scientists, more of the general public that are more environmentally aware now and want to try and make a difference and be more engaged in science and really get out there and see the environment for what it is. And things with climate change, climate change is not something new now. We've all known about it for a while, but I think there is interest is building, and we've had one guest who's been on different citizen science projects, not our own, but she's been on 23 now. It was the 23rd one that she's been on, so it's been around for a while, but I think there's a lot more interest. Yeah, she was, but I can't remember how old she was, 78, 76, something like that. She's been doing one every year for the last 23 years, travelling around from marine places like here on Little Cave and helping us out, doing coral bleaching assessments, to places in Africa, places in the Amazon, you name it, she'd been there. For a group like ours, here in Little Cave, you really just need to have a passion. You need to be able to swim. That always helps. And yeah, I think just really being engaged and wanting to make a difference is a real thing. So we run our summer camp, and this year hopefully we're wanting to expand it to multiple summer camps. And what that does is we'll bring students down from the States, from the UK, and that'll also be with Comanian students. So we like to mix that in, so they're getting different cultural values. And yeah, we bring them down. We'll take them diving off the wall. We'll do lionfish dissection, so they'll actually get to dissect a lionfish. We'll be using microscopes. We'll go and have a look at the mangroves. We'll do picnics on the beaches. We'll have fires on the beaches on a night. We'll do treasure hunts. So we'll do like an island-wide treasure hunt, and learning skills about GPS and team skills and compass. And it's good for students that have a really good understanding. This is really the field they want to go into. And it's hands-on. They can get some good field experience, learn some fish ID, some coral ID. Learn how to design a very basic scientific study, but on the flip side it's also very good for students that have no idea what they particularly want to do, and it's a really good taste of something. And we have had students that have come here and they've maybe been snorkeling once but never really got involved, and from this they've really got a thirst for it. And I know some students have really followed that up, whether that be going back and picking a particular subject so that it takes them in that certain direction in their academic field, or just again going on further courses like this.
Yeah.